Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Slipways, where we're just gonna mess around for a couple of days. You know, this game is fun. I like to play it. So, I was looking through the quirk list, just trying to find some ones that I think will be interesting to play with. There's definitely a compulsion to just add as much to the score as possible, but also, like being able to win is good. And I think that archaeological finds, even though it does make things easier and reduce our score, it also seems like it will at least do so in an interesting way. So many planets in the sector will have the archaeological finds quality, which means that if they are colonized to produce people, they will also make a unit of culture once they hit established. So that's established is the step where they gain the need for goods before they've actually satisfied it. That does seem very powerful, and I'm really curious to see what we can do with it. Also, depleted soil. Farms produce one less food while struggling and have increased needs to reach established, where they will go back to producing food. A lot of I think farms on everything except Earthlikes only produce one food while struggling by default, so this will make them not produce food at all until you satisfy their basic needs. Farms on Earth-like worlds will still spit out one. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's like, and it's a great big score boost. I think this is going to mix things up and be interesting, and maybe really embarrassing for me. We also do have access to a lot of specialized sector types from the, these are all based on the rules for various campaign missions. We're just going to do a standard one for right now. That undid my, okay. Fortunately, thanks to, what was it, depleted soil, right? Thanks to the quality of life updates in the last big patch, we can just rebuild that. And I guess here's a seed if you wanted to play along or something. So let's see what we have access to here. And I'm going to try to lean away from GeoHarvest as much as possible here, because I want to get better at playing without it. And then that way, you know, when I do use it, it's not like it will get bad, but it's good to have a little bit of versatility, I guess, available in your playstyle. It's good to not be reliant on certain things showing up, so certain seeds are just unplayable. It is probably worth thinking about taking xenofoods. There may be situations where it is difficult or impossible to produce farm food, and so having food processors seems like a good idea. Also, disease eradication is broadly very good. I did see the Euphorians have gene adjustment, which is certainly helpful. They also have xenotourism, which is a thing that I have not used as much as I probably should. So, excess, I mean, I wonder how many months excess earns you on average. Because we definitely do double connections when we're trying to push things to prosperous, and yeah, I wonder. I'm definitely inclined to take prosperity. I do think prosperity is extremely good. There's a small number of planets that actually, where this actually produces, it increases the speed at which they produce their final point of resource, because they have to flip to prosperous to do it, but also obviously just prosperous worlds are worth an awful lot. And this doesn't actually, while lowering the number of imports and exports required, it doesn't actually remove any needs or anything. So you still can deliver as many, you still could deliver potentially the same number of goods, which I think is really powerful. And then if we take this, we get like xenotourism, hyperdense is potentially cool, interstellar networks is great. Obviously teleportation is exciting. I don't know that I want excess. Reciprocity is kind of crummy. Like, who else? Who has a perk that I would like to take? Even if we don't intend to take geoharvesting, there's still some stuff here that's kind of compelling. The Sylphid have efficient. They have lensify. I have to be honest with you, none of these are super compelling to me. We could do careful observation to just skip bad signals. No, we will always reveal a thing when we reveal. I actually kind of like that. Xenolabs, probably not. Wave augmentation, potentially. We'll see. Enlightenment's very powerful. Tailored evolution. I still have not really found value in tailored evolution. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. It lets you effectively turn science into money. And there are a few ways to do so directly. It lets you turn science into income, which is different, I guess. But that is very powerful, I think. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it like this. This seems like it's going to be a challenge. It might be a total disaster, and we may back out and try a different sector. But I'm really curious. Okay, so burn the empties right away. Let's start revealing. Okay, so we have a prospective culture world. Sadly, cannot reach that source of water with it. Okay, we can get water over there, though. I am going to need to be able to get food somehow. So, robot plus mineral for the first level in order to get the food. It's pretty tough. Yeah, as things stand right now, we do not actually have a way of producing food. Let me get a little bit more. So we can't easily get... this is a challenge for sure. Okay, so how would we run this? Obviously, we can do like biomass, minerals to robots to this, but we still need to contribute a point of minerals, which we could just run from there. There is also the possibility, if we just go ahead and take Tyrian 7 as a settle, there's a possibility that we could reveal something over here that would be of value. There are a lot of reasons that we might want to make this a robot world. I might just go ahead and call this a robot world to get started and scout out this way a little bit. We'll just have hope. Show me like an Earth-like. Okay. All right, there's some very interesting stuff going on here. Let me reveal one more bit. Okay. Okay. So, you want biomass, don't we all? So this world does biomass, robot, like, right? We have a functional triangle here. This world will produce 1 point of food without getting its biomass. And then we can try to work that out later. Alternatively, we could still settle this world. Do the trade for water. And potentially, like, we have a pretty good situation over here for a water lab. If we do this way, this world becomes basically impossible to settle. But that's probably fine. Honestly, yeah, I think that's fine. I'm gonna go for it, I think. So, well, but I want to see our missions. Is there a thing of value that I could do for a month? I guess show me what that is. Okay, that's interesting. They weren't kidding. A lot of planets in this area have this quality. So, get a remnant planet to successful. I mean, I sure would love to. We will not be able to do so very easily because there's going to be a line running there. Yeah, which prevents us from running water to this world very, very easily. Well, I guess it can do a two-way trade for the water. Yeah, we can make that happen. That's actually very easy to do. And then 6 different types of planets. That seems fine. There's actually goods right there. We can do minerals to goods right here. So may as well. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so let's do this. Let's connect here because I'm curious. Okay, that's compelling stuff. Leave it for now, but I think we're gonna make use of that. I guess the presence of this does make me a little nervous about running that because I'm really cutting off all of the other people worlds. I would love to get this up to like 4 or 6 science. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So this. The water from here wouldn't be able to reach Tyrion. Okay. It's fine. So I think I'm going to go ahead and run this one next to get that two-way trade going because that's good trade value. Then make the food happen. Yeah. Well, I guess, sorry, it should be the water next. I'm trying to make sure that we're going to get things accomplished. Is it? Actually, it doesn't super matter. Okay, this will make the 2 points of trade happen. There we go. And then robots can go there. Here, let's blow this one up. I guess that one too, maybe? Probably. Okay, task complete. Don't want to send this anywhere just yet. Yeah, don't know what I want to do with it. I guess let's just go ahead and blow this up. We're gonna make this a goods world. Well, the mission won't immediately complete, though. Do I want to just tap end turn to avoid paying extra upkeep before we can actually get the resources going? I think so. We're gonna skip. Bloody hell. Well, you know what? Let's not even draw that slipway then. Let's get this done. Get the task clear. Get a people producing planet to successful. Easy. 5 two-way trades. Really? It feels early for that, don't you think? 5? I don't know how we would do that, honestly. Well, the culture thing's going to help, though. I don't know if we're going to get 5 science out of our first lab or not. We're probably not super close to building our first lab either. Okay, so there's one task complete. So, yeah, I guess I am going to commit to that. So there's 2 of our science right there. I do kind of want to send this. If we could make that connection, I could send the culture over for the water. That would be pretty good. I sure wish I had more money. Okay, we could potentially two-way trade here if I had a source of water, or if I had a source of food. Which I don't. Probably important to note. No food available. How much is this? 13. So the question here is like, should I just send the culture somewhere so that I'm getting trade value? And it's tough to know what the right place to do that in is going to be. I probably do want to make this a water world. That would be 6. How much is setting up the 8? Okay, well, I think I'm going to settle some of these, so let's just do this for right now. We'll send that down. Sorry, let me do this first so that I can blow up the asteroid. Get some value here. Get the two-way trade. So we get the income. And then I am going to send the culture down here because it is going to make a difference. Because once we have the money to fix this up, we'll commit that second point of water, and yeah, it'll actually be meaningful. Does it feel like I have way less money than usual? Sorry, this should probably happen first. Okay. So that's a flip. We've got some okay export density at this point. Only showing 31 income, which is a little rough. Our first technology is probably xenotourism. So I need to get biomass for this food planet. Okay, that's in range. Will this want anything else after? No. That is the only source of biomass that is in range. Well, that's not great. Yeah, that's not great. This has so far been a total disaster. So disease eradication to get an extra point of population here would allow me to... it would allow me to run a lab. We had to settle on another planet nearby, though. And the hope is that we could get, like, 2 of these 3 planets at least to be water producers, so that we can send, you know... Yeah, this is really rough. This food thing is harsh. Hold on. I'm gonna scoop out of this run. We're gonna run that same thing again, with a different seed here. Just give me Oops, I forgot to lock my traits. That's on me. Depleted soil. Please only show me galaxies with those. Okay, we'll just pick up a different seed. I want to come at that again with a different thought process. So we have some different stuff available this time. Let's page through these real quick. So who has the compelling perks? I mean, y'all know how I feel about Scientific Fleet. That's definitely interesting. The Euphorians have a lot of good stuff, including xenotourism. The Dender have gene adjustment, Genesis cells. Yeah, there's some good stuff there too. The Sylphid have joint factories. Every time I see joint factories, I'm definitely tempted. It feels like the Bakar are pretty compelling this time. Mass reactors and geothermals with energy specialists available if we want to do that. Those are the only energy-related technologies, so maybe it would be a little overkill. But we could do, like, social capital to take advantage of like, enlightenment and mass reactors. That's pretty deep into the game. Food synth has got to be bad. Right? There's no way. So, I don't know. Maybe it is like this? Reducing the dollars cost of applying geothermals and mass reactors is definitely interesting. Hydroponics is maybe pretty compelling. We'll have to see exactly. I'm assuming it would require water with the depleted soil. Yeah, that's really interesting. So of course we could just take explorers. I think our planetary projects come in a little bit late. Not that social capital will be bad. You know what? Let's try it. We have a couple of high value projects. They don't come online until tier 2, but we're still going to need money at that point. And they are really good projects. All right, let's give that a shot. I do think that this is scary. Okay, so oh right, we don't actually have the technology yet. I was like, well, let's figure this out. It's gonna be exciting. What do we need? So a thing that is really interesting, probably worth noting right away, is that using an Earth-like to generate food off of a primordial world is exactly as effective as it used to be. Gaia worlds do this thing very well. So, in any situation where we can hook that up, I think it's probably worth doing. Okay, so we can run the chips. Once we have the hydroponics tech, maybe we can actually make this work. Do like people to robots here, get the food, minerals and chips and stuff. I mean, it's very difficult to establish the kind of density that we want, which is a problem. I don't have a way of generating food over here. We can try just jumping on this planet and hoping or figure something out over there. Because like we can generate a relatively safe situation over here with a couple more bulbs, which we can totally get. But the problem with this, I think, is that it is going to be the export density is going to be very low. It's going to be a lot of planets that are outputting one thing, right? Over here, we might be able to do better. And, you know, archaeological finds, and I'm gonna hope. I am choosing hope. I am not feeling great about my choice. Okay. So we can't get biomass out of that. Please be an Earth-like. Pooh. Rough, y'all. Okay. So that's a mechanized harvest world, which we can't actually do a mechanized harvest on. Huh. Sure would be cool if we could, though. Yeah, robots to mechanized harvest to food off of a primordial world is also effective. I can do... We can do biomass, obviously. But we can't do the water as well. Yeah, there's no way to get the second thing here. I could just call this mechanized harvest, and again, we could go back to Hopetown. I dare say we may not have another choice. Invent a technology, no problem. Discover 7 planets, easy. So we do this, we do that, send the resources in, get the food, everything's great. Perhaps. We may be able to settle something over here that makes this make sense. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's fine. Actually, that totally works. Again, resource density is going to get a little whack because I can't use this point of food to feed that world. But if we do minerals to robots to there. Well, I was going to say, shoot, yeah, there's a problem. This needs to... Well, it will jump all the way up to level 3 immediately, right? Because its stuff is spent, and then we can make this a food world as well. And obviously the downside of that is that we have 2 food worlds only outputting a single point of food. But how am I going to do any better? This will need a second input. But it can take the point of culture off of... Oh, shoot, that world's not doing that. Can I make this connection? I can. Okay. That'll totally work. That will absolutely totally work, and it will be rad. All of those things will be true simultaneously. Okay, also... Sorry, I should go ahead and grab hydroponics, because I do want to see what the deal is with this, and also complete a task, obviously. So yeah, it is robot, water, and then biomass for the 3rd level. No big surprise there. Who doesn't love robot water? All right, so let's settle a bunch of these. Connect for the 2-way. Connect you and you. And not you. So then I want to make that connection, which I can't do at the moment. The thing I want to set up costs $1 more than I have. Okay. So we set this up. Then we press that button for a lot of dollars. Send you a point of culture to level you up, which lets me do that. There we go. I mean, like, the density is not the greatest, but it's not horrible. And there's a goal accomplished. Invent 2 more technologies. Explore an area that's way down there. Increase population. Sure, I'm going to do that. I guess it'll be these 2. What am I doing as far as technologies from here? Probably gene adjustment is next. It's going to be a minute. It is going to be a minute on that. I don't know if I'm settling the rest of this stuff anytime soon, so I'm going to go ahead and blow that up for the money to establish this. Okay. And then, if we get a point of water to this world, we can produce another point of minerals to get goods going. I can't quite get these all at once. Well, all right, this is 2 probes, but... Okay, so... If we had a source of robots, this planet could take points of food from both of those planets, which would be pretty valuable. Are we in a position here where we can consider a lab? Not really, it seems like. We have another mechanized harvest world, which is cool. Yeah, it is going to be a minute before we are on lab, which is a shame. So I don't have a way of producing biomass from this world. We don't have a way of getting food here. It does feel like everything almost works. I guess this could be a mechanized harvest. That could be how we get our water. No, we just need robots really badly. Okay, so maybe I just declare this a water world and we just, like... I don't know if you ever heard about this hope thing, but, like, what if we all just hoped a little bit? It does get me, like, an asteroid or 2, right? Okay, there's a source of robots nearby. within range of this world, in fact. Cool. Although, having to do people to there prevents me from providing water to this world, which is a little bit of a bummer. It's fine. We're going to two-way trade the water in both places, actually. So, yeah, that water's, like, spoken for already. I would sure like to get going on this. Okay, so food. I guess there's no reason to do that right away. Let's do the robot thing. Now we can blow this up. Okay, that's good income. Well, it's income anyway. How expensive is that? 7? Have I blown up all of the asteroids that are worth money already? Ah. I'd prefer to do this one. Okay. So that's got our population nearly where we're going. If I do make an established world... I sort of can't, though, can I? I don't really have a place to do that. Okay, so we can flip that. Yeah, I don't have a source of goods. This is probably going to be an Enlightenment game. I don't think that freeze-resistant bots is a good idea. I think we should hold to gene adjustment, but we should definitely, like... We should get a lab up. It's a shame you can't have people, or you can't have robots do the Gaia World thing. I don't know why. It seems like they should be able to do it, right? So we have the capability to mechanized harvest. Doing so does not actually get us very much. Our resources are just way too spread out, unfortunately. Well, we could do like a mineral lab, perhaps. Although not super easily. This world really needs one more point of population output. So we could do minerals, 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 and also run the lab off of, like, yeah, like right there. Run the lab off of here. Be super helpful. Right now, I can only power the lab plus 2 of those. I could just commit on the other one, knowing that we will get a bonus point of population when we hit Enlightenment. It's an expensive move. But we're never going to get to this without it. We do need to get the lab going. All right. All right, I'm going to try it. I'm looking at this and debating whether I think we're actually going to get any points of minerals out of it at the moment. So it's I'm gonna run this point of minerals first. I was thinking about colonizing this world for access to the asteroid, but I actually don't know if I think that will be cheaper, even with the +5, just because of the length of the slipway. All right, hate to have to do that. So there's 3, and then we settle this, and that is in fact $18. 18 of our human dollars. Of our Vittori dollars. I can't even make that work. Well, I guess we just happened here. Now it works. And then we'll get this sorted, or we'll get, potentially, I suppose, population from somewhere else. Couldn't be here. These worlds can't quite communicate with each other. If we could do a mechanized harvest to food there, that'd be pretty cool. It would take chips to get this world to produce food. And obviously there's value in producing chips around here, but I don't think we actually can. No, integrated manufacturing was on our tech list last game. So yeah, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough right there. So I will have to colonize another world at some point. We have no way of getting food to this world. Unless... Yeah, I mean unless, right? This world needs both biomass and water to produce food. This world also needs biomass. So we would have to have a lot of stuff nearby. I could take the speculative leap once again. We are about to jump up an empire size though, which makes that feel pretty risky. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Let's go looking. Let's go hoping. Yeah. Because that finishes a mission. Okay, well, we have a source of biomass. And that's it. That's all we have. So we're going to have to two-way for the biomass, and then this is just going to have to work. Yeah, I don't have... wave augmentation this time, so we can't force this with a length increase. I guess I can connect here and we can see what's what, and maybe it will help us. Turns water biomass into tons of stuff. Can you reach this? No. Well, actually, you know what? That's fine, though. We can totally make that work. We can absolutely make that work. It's a little unorthodox, but it's going to be actually really cool and good. So I don't need this planet at all then. This planet's a biomass producer. This planet's a water producer. And we make the Forebear Ruin produce the food. And the biomass, but we'll also already have biomass. It'll be great. I guess let's tap end of year because I can't make any of this happen right now. Yeah. Okay, so we grab gene adjustment, which is a good little bit of income. We set up the bacteria breeding, which harms us badly. There we go. Okay. Wait, what am I... Sorry, I don't need this. That's right. The whole plan was to not use that. I don't know what I'm doing. So destroying this does not feel super worthwhile at this point. 11. I mean, I may as well. And then, do I have a useful probe? Just send out a probe here. So next up is probably geothermals, right? So first of all, fix that. Secondly, fix that. We can run the point of water across to here. And then in theory, I could even do this, given, you know, a little bit of time. And then the production of an additional point of food over here potentially gives us something to get excited about in that direction. Next year we finish our tasks. I'm feeling okay, and we have like pretty alright income. Actually, do I just want to hold for enlightenment? Because enlightenment gives me a lot of value very quickly. Whereas we do want geothermals, like before I move on, but we don't need it right now. Yeah, I am going to hold off for enlightenment. And I'm also going to hold off on this connection because, you know, in case we get a Vittori increase your total science output task. Okay, so what if I wanted this to be a people world? What if we wanted to get the culture? It's pretty difficult. Doesn't seem terribly likely to work. Okay, interesting. So if we do in fact make this a mechanized harvest world, then well, I want to make this a food world though. Can this? Okay, yeah, that can totally work. We'll never be able to get water to this world, which is unfortunate, but having a chip world over there is definitely interesting with geothermals coming up. And in fact, we'll have the lava world right here available to do some geothermal stuff. I think I still don't grab it first. And we want enlightenment so that we can start benefiting from social capital. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I'm hesitating, but I think this is right. Okay, cool. And then I kind of want to delay a little bit here. Okay, let me send out some probes. Okay, interesting. Use those chips already. All right. Once again, I'm delaying in case, you know, if we get the increase your total population mission or something. All right. So, enlightenment. Get 8 science. 2 more people producing planets to successful will actually be really easy. And mineral producing planets to successful is less easy. If this one got water, which we could do if this one had robots. I'm debating whether I think this is better than that. I think it is. I think we can make it work. Okay. So, what we want to do right now is flip a couple of these people worlds, right? I mean, I can go ahead and do this. We go enlightenment there and make this connection just to maximize our dollar output. And then there we go. We paid $40 for the enlightenments. We got our $40 back. And then do we want to just get geothermals right now? I think so, because I think geothermals is actually going to help with this part. Does this planet reach? It does. That's a successful world right there. That will turn this on, which is fun. Sorry, I'm spacey. I was going to do a thing. We should do this now so that we have... Okay. That's exciting. I don't know what I want to do with this extra point of food. We're probably never going to be able to use it. Ah, well. These things happen. Let's try to get this going. It's going to be really expensive. Because this is kind of a long way. Do I want to turn this into a robot world? Because if we do, we could send the energy down there, and yeah, it's fine. We're good. Nope, not a probe. Commit the energy. Okay. 1. Trying to figure out if there's a clever way to set up a situation over here. I'm assuming this is both out of range and obstructed. That is a bummer. There's no way for me to get water by spending a person here. Which is a shame, because that world's actually very close to being successful. Yeah, Maybe that's not the one. Maybe we... Well, I mean, once we get mass reactors, this world will trivially flip. But obviously, I'd like to do it earlier than that, even. Because mass reactors is like years. It's like 2 entire years. Let's, I guess, look around over here. Okay, so we do have a mineral world over here. We don't have anything for it to output to, though. I'm going to blow this up. We're going to get this information as well. So we could burn some science for a truly huge amount of money, or we could go the other direction with that idea. And get get mass reactors, like, quite soon. I actually think I like that a lot. And then... what am I going to do with these people? I don't know. I am thinking about like a lab over here, maybe? Maybe like a chip lab? We have plenty of uses for chips. It does require me to have a way to make this world actually function, though. Which it looks like might be difficult to come by. We could use the Forebear Ruin. Forebear Ruin could run that. We don't know for sure that we would have another point of chips. This world could also be chips. There are a lot of ways where it would be better if that was robots, obviously. But there's another place where we could make the robots. Or potentially, like... a chip lab over here somewhere definitely has some... Gosh, it's really close. It's really difficult to get it close enough to be operated by that world. Would I be better off? Yeah, we can make it something like this, right? Where it's being fed by the people world over there to the east. Galactic East. This lab can potentially be fed an awful lot of chips. We do need more science. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. I'm feeling gutsy. So that, plus that, where are we going to set up now? This can't reach here, can it? No. But it could help me get that going. We could do... can you reach this? No. Okay, but this could become a robot world. We could do robot to here, and then this can... Oh, no, it cannot provide the water. Well, this can provide the water. Yeah, we can get robots and water going. And then this can just connect to any of the, like, two-way trade for the chip world. Yeah. Okay. I feel comfortable with that. Okay, we know we're grabbing mass reactors. Let's go ahead and do the thing here. And where does this go? It goes up to that world? Our lives would be better if this world was producing another robot. Okay. We are about to run more chips to this world. We are about to buy 3 energy from a lab. That seems all very doable. So we make that happen. Make this a water world. Wait, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. Let me focus for a second. Are we relatively confident we can make this work? Yes. This world's actually going to be able to take water and food from that. So this is another people world, too. So we can do people for chips there. Or, I guess if my plan is to use this as a geothermal, we actually can't do people for chips because we're crossing the slipways then. I can make this. That doesn't reach. Well, it's not ideal. So we have this one covered. The question is, do I think I can make this functional as a chip world? If I do, it gets us pretty close to our next Vittori goal really fast, which feels like a good idea, you know? It's a good idea to have science income as well, so it's probably the thing we ought to focus on. Okay, so let me geothermal here to cover that. Now I could geothermal here off the same chip world and just deal with this. If I think I am going to make people, it is better to make people. We could energy away the food need. Yeah, okay. That's a way to deal with depleted soil, I suppose. And then we can run this to here. And when we connect the people from this world to there, that'll be the other point of science that we need. Oh, I have a lot of stuff to do. Okay, cool. Let me do this. Accomplish that task while I'm thinking about it. Just run that. Okay, invent 3 new technologies. I bet we can do it. Explore the designated area versus increase total production of food by 10 units. Those are both really rough. Those are both really rough. I think I explore the designated area. I hate those both. Okay. Make that connection happen. And then we're going to do robots. Okay. So, we finished wiring this all up. I had grand plans, and now I have executed them. We have a point of goods, or we have a point of culture that we could send over here to flip this world pretty easily. And if we flip that world, this world can get chips. We could do, yeah, we could do more communication. There's a lot of stuff we could do here. That doesn't quite connect. Ooh, what do I want now? Does energy-driven industry make sense? It's going to lead to a lot of extra chips, which is not necessarily useful. No, I don't think it actually does anything. Megastructures is pretty whatever. I mean, do we do tailored evolution? The thing is, a fair number of our people worlds already have projects, or have projects that we will want them to do at the very least. So it does feel... I don't know about that. Oh, I could do this without spending... I could spend this point of culture on that as well, potentially. Don't know what I want to do. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm very, very unfocused. So you need one more tech to move forward and start grabbing the big super valuable stuff. If I don't think any of these are super compelling, we do have the option of just taking energy-driven industry because it is cheap and moving on. Genesis cells is like broadly good. I don't know if it's actually helpful here. Well, it would let me flip that world. We would produce an extra point of biomass and water here. And then, what else? We don't have anything for these worlds. It would produce biomass here, which I don't think is actually meaningful. No, I don't think Genesis cells is actually very good in this situation. I don't think it does much for us. How close are you to prosperous? Close. I guess if I Genesis celled this world, it would send enough things over. I do see this, by the way. I'm not flipping it right now on purpose, for reasons. We do need to expand this way for this goal, right? I might grab energy-driven industry just because it's cheap. Accepts any standard resource except people. Starts paying for them once it gets 3 different ones. Yields 1 happiness. So like, you're going to have a really hard time making one of these things give you 2 happiness, even. That doesn't seem like a thing I want to build. And it's not necessarily because you don't have 5 resources, but like where are you going to build it that it has access to 5 planets, outputting different basic non-people resources, right? That's actually a pretty tall ask, I think. So yeah, I kind of feel like none of these techs are really what we want. I'm just going to grab this so that we move up into the next era. Now we have access to some stuff that's a lot more compelling, like replicating nanites, which will allow us to expand a lot more, which we probably will want to do. Skill download, which is maybe useful. Replicating nanites is cool. Void synthesizers are cool as hell. Universal harmony is just way more culture. The Elysium project adds a need for each basic resource to a people-producing planet. When all those needs are filled, the planet upgrades to legendary and generates 2 additional culture. Now, it is a project, so it's not compatible with Enlightenment, and I think we're going to be using Enlightenment in a lot of places. However, now that we have mass reactors, for example, we can make this work. Do I still have access to Genesis cells? I do. Okay. So if I did try to go for Elysium, we could go back and get Genesis cells. Because, like, if I energy this world from Desdemona 6 to eat the goods need, then I Genesis cells somewhere to get it biomass. It needs mineral, it needs chip. What's the other basic good? Is it robot? We don't have a source of robot. I'm lying. There's robot right there. I think we could Elysium this world trivially. That's kind of fun. Okay. Maybe we're doing that. I don't make legendary planets happen all that often, so that's kind of exciting. Okay. I think I want to create a mine here. And then I'm definitely thinking about settling this world and just using mass reactor to burn off the food need or something like that. Let's see what else is around here. Yeah, so how am I going to get food is the big question. So I can't get... Yeah, the answer is I can't really get food. I kind of can't, which sucks. Once we take Genesis cells, you know what? Actually. I'm going to feed you the water. We're going to energy off all of this planet's needs. That's how I'm solving this. All right, nothing but energy. Oh, that's interesting. That's the thing I wasn't thinking about energy-driven industry. It's going to cause culture-producing planets to produce 2 points, dramatically increasing the value of sending a point of energy to a world like this. That's really fascinating, actually. Huh. Well, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Does it make sense to just go +2 science? Or +1 science? It won't even be +1 until I do a bunch of work. Ugh. Alright, that way. It feels like making this a Gaia world has got to pay off, right? Please tell me these are worlds. I just want to expand. Why must you challenge me so? Okay, that's not any better. If I go ahead and just make this an energy world, if there's any way of... Yeah, we can power it from here. Can I send people there? Nope, so we'll just do the chips for energy trade. That's acceptable to me. Okay. Lots of legacy points is what I'm after, apparently. Do I even care about this beyond that? I don't think so. There we go. Okay, those 2 worlds are cool now. It's possible that there's a way to produce more energy over here. I guess I should look. Does that reach? It does. So we could do chips to energy, send the energy here, send the energy down there, and then like this world, sorry, this world needs an output, so it's not causing an unhappiness thing. I would produce a 2nd point of water, which we could send there. It actually makes a pretty nice, dense little setup. We need one more year before I can pick up Elysium Project, and we can go for it. We'll see. I don't know how viable it's going to be in the long run, but we can give it a shot. It will at the very least be fun to try. And you know, that's value. So am I... We could do the chips to... We could do the energy thing again. I guess I can make energy with mass reactors here too. I think I am in fact just going to send this world some energy. Yeah, okay. Three energy. Ha ha ha. Okay. I don't know if that's a good way to do that. And I sort of left this world in a weird position, but whatever, it's fine. So I sort of, like, I kind of want to, if we're going to take a point of science, we should take it now, but probably that's not worth doing. This is maybe going to become a happiness world, potentially. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. So I need to do something for the rest of the year. What do I want to do for the rest of the year? We have a lot of connections we can make. Your second point of culture could turn that world. Actually, what I would like to do is see what these are. Okay, interesting. So it probably does make sense to just people world this. Let me do something else. We're going to invent our technology. We're going to see what our next set of tasks are. Increase the total number of prosperous planets by 2. Should be like quite easy to do, actually. Get 2 more mineral planets to prosperous. Invent 3 technologies. That's a lot. Can I do that reasonably? We're going to get 48 total science, so no. I might want to not take that. I might want to just take this. How are you doing? So you're not going to flip because you actually need a bunch of neighbors to flip. And we don't have the ability to connect you to very much. So yeah, you're not going to flip. These 2 already flipped. This one is in theory in a place where it could. It needs 1 more import or export, which it could easily get. We can flip those 2. Yeah, so this world can become prosperous. That's no problem. And then we would just have to figure out a way of making 1 more mineral producing planet do that. And we don't have a lot of options. It's probably not going to be the case that we can do this one. We just need to get too much stuff off of it. Taking these 2 together would be powerful, though, for sure. We're definitely taking the Dender one. The question is just, can we do the other one? Because even if it would be like a pain to do the other one, we shouldn't take it. I'm just going to take this one because we can make this one happen really fast. All right, so let's do that. Prosperous world number 1. So it needs biomass and chips. It's a hot destination. Okay, and that's a legendary world. So legendary worlds are worth twice as much base score as prosperous worlds are. So you're really getting your multipliers there. And then this world needs 2 more flipped neighbors, or which we're totally gonna do, right? Yeah. No, we were not going to do, because I can't... This world's not easy to flip. So where's the next one? Where's the one we want to turn over next? You flip on 2 imports or exports, but it's actually pretty hard to get you 2. This world needs 1. Is there a place where we have any chance of getting the Elysium project done? Wait, this planet's not advanced enough? Oh, the planet... Yeah, of course. The planet has to already be prosperous. What am I talking about? So in order to do that, we need one of your trade partners to flip over, which we can do. I don't have a play for this thing's biomass yet. We could run biomass across to here, past this world, a point of culture, past this world, a point of culture, and this would flip. Yeah, okay. So we... Oh, we don't even have to do the biomass thing. Sorry, water works just fine. What am I talking about? So yeah, you need culture. You need culture. There we go. That took, like... That was like a month or 2 in game time. Can we do anything else? Ooh, these all look very difficult. I don't know that I want to colonize 10 new planets. In fact, with each new planet colonization taking 3 months, I don't know that we can. 2 more mineral worlds to prosperous is probably still not happening. But I don't want to give up on tasks yet. Do I feel like we could stretch for it? 1 good plus 2 flips. I could connect you to some more stuff, which would certainly help. Yeah, that plus enlightenment here gets this world over, and then we could force it. We could force the issue. I'm gonna commit to doing it. Now that I know that we're doing this, it would have been better to do it earlier, but you know, hindsight, etc. I don't have a lot of places where we can send a point of minerals. Alright, let's do this. Okay, cool. Wasn't really thinking about that. So then you need to flip. I mean, you got to send that point of water over, right? This thing's going to need 3 successful neighbors. I'm probably just going to have to... empty lab the biomass. I think that's true. We can do this right now. Send the water over. Sorry. In theory. It turns out a lot of the stuff I've been doing has been very expensive. Do we have much in the way of... Not much. We have some. We have some asteroids. Okay, so this world needs 1 more neighbor to flip. And if we drop the biomass into a lab and then pass a point of culture over here, this world does become prosperous. Or does become successful, rather. Okay. 1. And that creates a second successful neighbor for this world, which is fantastic. What we need now is to set up 1 more relationship. And I don't know how we do it. We have to output something, get something of value back. I need to know what these are. Okay, water. Water's good. How do I make this work? Let me see one more thing. Okay, I was kind of curious if we had a chip producer up there somewhere. So if I do have a question. If at this point I hit Elysium on this, Okay, it does not gain a new copy of any of the needs that would have been that we energied away. So all this world actually needs is a robot to make that work. I'm not gonna do the Elysium project just yet. Although we certainly fucking could. If this is a chip world, I can absolutely Elysium this to... Yeah, that totally just works. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay. Sorry, I'm really unfocused. I need to get rid of this import. I need to get rid of this mineral. Let's just go ahead and burn it, right? It sucks to have to do that way because that's very expensive, but... Okay. Can I just drop this point of population? Is that okay? Because we could get one more bulb. Might matter. Could matter. Don't think it'll matter, but could matter. Does culture... Culture gives bonus happiness on any planet that has reached prosperous. Yeah, it is good to have, for sure. I'm just thinking ahead about other planets. I may be a little unfocused. So how do we get one more neighboring world connected to... Like, we need a world that's sending stuff to this that is itself successful. How do I do that? If we made this a people world, that would be bad, I think. If I made this... God, you can't reach anything? This world can send people, but it can't reasonably get functional. This world would need a place where we can get chips to it, which we can't really do. Is there really no way to do this one? We'd have to flip this world, but then we have to get another world to contribute. Which, yeah, that's the part we can't do. You're already receiving people from this world. Yeah, it's kind of a nightmare. All right, so... It would be real easy to flip this world, if we could make it work. We'd have to provide it with a source of either chips or robots, though, which yeah. We don't have enough ways of producing energy to get it both, and we can't get the chips all the way over there. If it's this world, if we do like... If we do a people world, we have to actually get it some food. I can enlightenment my way through some of that. I think that's the way we do it. I think that does work. So it's a hive world. And we have a lot of other stuff to sort out about that, but I'm going to finish this first. Or sorry, no, I'm not. Right, the whole point of this was this world has to become successful. Okay, so we didn't get quite what I was hoping for. We can make this happen, make this happen, contribute that, contribute this. We're going to throw enlightenment down, and then I need to put out a second point of population, which we can do this way. Go on. There we go. And now you just need one import or export. You're taking that. Cool. New tasks. All right, these are the ones where I think we're out. Yeah. Now we have to provide this with a source of robots, which we can indirectly do. I think there's no... So I was kind of waiting because sometimes you get a task from the Dender to increase the number of people producing worlds that are prosperous. And I thought we might get there But, okay. We'll just go ahead and buy that. What else do we want to flip? Well, I do want this world to get its robots. So let's solve that problem, which we can do very easily. I guess also I should do this. Now, if this world spit out a point of biomass, or if we just did Genesis cells, this world would also flip, and we could almost... We can maybe make this world prosperous, actually. A point of culture from each side. Because this world's going to have more culture. Yeah, wild. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. Okay, so this becomes a chip world. Wait, what was my plan here? So I was going to energy off the robot need. Oh, right. I remember. This is a lot of setup. Am I sure I can do this? Well, whatever. It is high value. There's no two ways about that. Okay, so then we send you a point of goods from that side. Oh, wait, you need one more relationship, though. And you don't have water anymore, so you can't send it to there. Actually, hold on. Can I back up enough to... Sorry, y'all. There we go. Yeah, now we can do the thing. All right. So send the energy to here. Send the culture to there. Send the culture from here. Cool. This world is at 4. So this world would have to output one more thing and receive from... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, that's probably unfixable. It is fixable. Chips to energy to... But, you know, in the time we have, I mean. We do also have to ask, like, is this worth fixing? Because I don't know. A thing we can do is make that planet produce 2 extra happiness, and then we can spend more months connecting more things. Points of culture to prosperous worlds. Are you close to flipping? Yes. Right, because we're just gonna enlightenment this world and then send that person over. And then send this energy. Send that. Okay, cool. That's a couple of flips. So you would need 2 neighbors to flip, which we can't. We have 3 months left. Can't do that. I should definitely buy enlightenment here because that's an automatic flip to yellow. And then you would need 2 neighbors. So if we send this down there, connect you to... Well, I won't have a trade route with this, though. I will, though. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Right, because if this produced another chip, I would have a trade route with it. But if I can't... Yeah, shoot. If I can flip this world with that point of culture, and then also flip this world with this point of culture, and then establish a connection there, that's a successful world, a prosperous world, I think, and a prosperous world. And a prosperous world. Oh, no, this one wouldn't flip. Never mind. That's very close to working. Oh, also we have another tech to invent. I should probably invent universal harmony, which just puts more culture on more worlds, and we just make sure that every prosperous world everywhere has some. So is it one? It's 1 happiness. So making this connection to send this over is less good than just spending a month connecting a world here. All right, y'all already have your culture. Who is prosperous and does not have culture? You have some, you have some. You're not prosperous. Ah, but we can fix that. By sending a point of culture from each of these worlds. You are prosperous and do not have culture. Ah. Now we have 2 points of culture, and we just fixed that. That technology was very good for us. The extra points of culture you have, unfortunately, cannot be used for anything. If this world could output food somewhere, it would actually flip this world. Yeah, we're so close to being able to make that work. Are you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Hold on. Right? Because if this goes here, oh, this world's last output robot though. But that will flip it, right? Yeah. And that would be enough to flip this world. So if my last move is this, it creates 3 points of happiness. And I mean, like, we may as well we have a lot of places where we can just distribute culture. It doesn't do anything, I don't think, but what are you missing? You're missing a neighbor. And I can't really do anything about that, sadly. Every planet... Yeah, well, basically every other planet I'm connected to has culture already, so you get that. Every good planet in this area already has culture. Here, you get some too. Put that into your energy. Okay, that's an outcome. And then we make this connection and it flips 2 worlds, which is more happiness than connecting another world to the station over there. Yeah. Okay. So 134 legacy points. We got to Colossal. We got a 5% score modifier. 2 legendary worlds. It's not something I do very often. So 29313, I think, is my best tough score ever. It's certainly not super compelling. And I know that there are people who are actually good at this game who outscore me by miles. There was some sloppy stuff up here. Like, my plan when I did this was to make this an energy world, feed chips to energy up there, send the point of energy from that to this world to produce a second point of energy that could be passed to this world. And because I didn't bother, we're probably losing like 8% happiness there. But also, you know, had we spent the time doing that, the whole thing would have been different. It's tough to say exactly what the impact of that was. It wasn't great. But like 161 happiness, 134 legacy, on the whole, I'm pretty happy with this outcome, and I didn't even need harvest. Yeah, feels okay. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I enjoy this game so much. This absolutely deserved Game of the Year last year. What a delight. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to be trying a different one. I'll dig up another set of quirks that I think will be fun, and we'll do that. And we'll see you then.